I have to destroy a very popular lie today. A lie that is being sold in every bookstore, on every television channel, in every seminar. The lie is called positive thinking. You have been told again and again, think positive, look at the bright side, don't be negative, smile. Even if your heart is breaking and you think this is wisdom, you think this is spirituality, I say to you, positive thinking is not a philosophy, it is a mental illness. It is the most dangerous disease that has ever infected the human mind. Why do I call it a disease? Because it teaches you to be fake. It teaches you to be dishonest. It teaches you to divide yourself into two parts. One part is the reality, the tears, the anger, the sadness, the darkness. And the other part is the mask, the smile, the politeness, the I am fine, the everything is wonderful. Positive thinking basically means forcing the negative into the unconscious. It does not mean that the negative disappears. Please understand the psychology of the mind. If you are angry and you say to yourself, I am not angry, I am loving, I am peaceful, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. What are you doing? Are you transforming the anger? No, you are repressing it. You are pushing the anger down into the basement of your being. You are sitting on top of a volcano and smiling. And you think because you are smiling, the volcano has disappeared. You are a fool. The volcano is gathering strength. The more you push it down, the more dangerous it becomes. Positive thinking is the philosophy of the ostrich. The ostrich sees the enemy coming, and what does it do? It buries its head in the sand. It thinks, I cannot see the enemy, so the enemy does not exist. This is exactly what your Dale Carnegies and your Napoleon Hills have been teaching you. Don't look at the dark side, but the dark side is there, and because you are not looking at it, it will attack you from behind. It will destroy you. Look at America. America is the birthplace of positive thinking. And America is the most neurotic country in the world. Why? There is a direct connection. If you force a whole nation to smile continuously, to say have a nice day, even when they want to kill you, you create a nation of schizophrenics. Have you looked at the American smile? It is plastic. It does not reach the eyes. It certainly does not reach the heart. It is just a movement of the lips. It is an exercise of the facial muscles. The waitress comes to your table. She is tired. Her feet are hurting. Her husband has beaten her in the morning. She is miserable. But she flashes a big, bright smile and says, Hi, my name is Cindy. How can I help you today? This is violence. Do you understand? I call this violence. You are forcing that poor woman to violate her own truth. She wants to scream. She wants to cry. But the market demands a smile. So she puts on the mask, and slowly, the mask eats the face. She forgets who she really is. She becomes the mask. She becomes a zombie. Inside, there is a desert. Outside, there is a garden of plastic flowers. This is the state of the modern man. He is split. Schizophrenia is not just a disease of a few people in the asylum. The whole society is schizophrenic because the whole society relies on repression. Don't show your tears. Men don't cry. Don't show your anger. It is not polite. Don't show your sex. It is dirty. So what do? You pretend. You become an actor. Your life is not a life. It is a performance. And it is a tragic performance. Because the only person you are fooling is yourself. Positive thinking is a denial of reality, and to deny reality is insanity. A sane man looks at the rose and he sees the rose. He looks at the thorn and he sees the thorn. He does not say, there are no thorns, there are only roses. If he says that, he is going to get hurt, his hand will bleed. And when his hand bleeds, he will be shot. But I was thinking positively, why am I bleeding? Existence does not care about your positive thinking. Existence follows its own laws. Fire burns whether you think positively or negatively. If you put your hand in the fire and say, the fire is cool, the fire is cool, the fire will still burn you. In fact, it will burn you more, because you will not pull your hand out. You will keep it there, chanting your mantra until your hand is destroyed. This is what you are doing with your life. You are in misery. Your relationships are hell. Your job is a slavery. Your mind is a chaos. And instead of changing the reality, you are sugarcoating it with positive affirmations. I am happy. I am abundant. I am successful. You are chanting lullabies to keep yourself asleep. You don't want to wake up, because to wake up means to see the mess. Positive thinking is a tranquilizer. It is a drug. It keeps you groggy. It keeps you dull. It takes away the sharpness of intelligence. An intelligent man faces the negative. He looks it in the eye. He says, yes, this is ugly. Yes, I am angry. Yes, I am jealous. He accepts the isness of the moment. And in that acceptance, transformation begins. But positive thinking prevents acceptance. It forces you to look away. Let us go deeper into the mechanism of the mind. The mind has layers. Just like your house, there is a drawing room that is your conscious mind. That is where you meet your guests. That is where you keep everything clean, tidy, beautiful. And there is a basement that is your unconscious mind. Dark, damp, full of spiders, full of rats, full of garbage. Positive thinking is the art of throwing all the garbage into the basement. You are sitting in the drawing room. You feel anger arising. Now, anger is not nice. Anger is not spiritual. So what do? You don't express it. You don't even acknowledge it. You grab the anger and you throw it into the basement, and you quickly close the door. And you put a beautiful rug over the trap door, and you put a vase of flowers on the rug, and you smile. You say, I have conquered my anger. You have not conquered anything. You have just moved the location of the enemy. Previously, the enemy was in the light where you could see him. Now, the enemy is in the dark where you cannot see him. He has become a guerrilla warrior. He is hiding in the basement, and he is not alone. He meets all the other repressed guests there. Your greed is there. Your lust is there. Your hatred is there. Your jealousy is there. It is a crowded party in the basement, and they are all conspiring against you. They are fermenting. Just like grapes ferment and become alcohol, repressed emotions ferment and become poison. Anger, if expressed, is not dangerous. It is a flash fire. It burns and it is gone. It cleans the air. But anger, if repressed, becomes rage. It becomes hate. It becomes a permanent attitude. You are boiling inside. You become a pressure cooker. Look at the nice people. The people who are always smiling, always polite, always positive. Have you noticed something about them? They have no juice, they have no life, and if you touch them, they are cold. And if you look deep into their eyes, you will see madness lurking. These are the people who one day suddenly pick up a rifle and shoot 20 people in a shopping mall, and the neighbors say, "We don't understand. He was such a nice man. He always smiled. He never raised his voice." Because he never raised his voice, the energy accumulated. For 20 years, he was collecting dynamite in his basement, and one day a small spark came and the whole house blew up. The murderer is not the man who gets angry easily. The man who gets angry easily throws out the steam every day. He remains sane. The murderer is the man who has practiced positive thinking for 30 years. He has held it all in. He wanted to be a saint. He wanted to be a Jesus. But he did not have the consciousness of Jesus. He only had the manners of a churchgoer. You can imitate the manners, but you cannot imitate the consciousness. So he becomes a hypocrite. You cannot deceive your biology. Your body keeps the score. When you repress sadness, where does it go? It goes into your stomach. It becomes an ulcer. It goes into your cells. It becomes cancer. Do you know that most cancers are psychological in origin? They are repressed emotions that have turned against the body. When the mind is not allowed to cry, the cells start crying. That is what cancer is. When the mind is not allowed to scream, the body starts screaming in pain. You call it arthritis, you call it migraine, you call it hypertension. These are just fancy names for repressed negativity. A man who is real, a man who laughs when he is happy and cries when he is sad, and he is healthy. His energy is flowing. There are no blocks. He does not carry the past, but the positive thinker carries a mountain of past emotions. He is carrying all the tears he didn't cry in 1990. He is carrying all the anger he didn't express in 2005. He is heavy. Look at the way he walks. He is dragging himself. He has no bounce in his step. How can he dance? If he dances, the trapdoor might open and the ghosts might come out of the basement. So he keeps his body rigid. He holds himself tight. This rigidity is his armor. He is afraid of himself. He is afraid that if he relaxes, even for one moment, the mask will fall off. And he has invested so much in the mask. His whole reputation depends on the mask. I am a good father. I am a loving wife. I am a spiritual guru. If the mask falls, people will see the monster. So he becomes a jailer to his own soul. Negative emotions are natural. Let me repeat, negative emotions are natural. They are part of the climate of your inner world. Just as there is summer and winter, day and night, sun and rain, there is happiness and sadness, anger and compassion. Would you say to the winter, "You are wrong, be summer"? Would you say to the night, "You are evil, be day"? If you did, you would be mad. Night is needed for rest. Winter is needed for renewal. Sadness is needed for depth. A man who has never been sad has no depth. He is shallow. He is like a surface wave. Sadness gives you roots. Sadness takes you to the center of your being. Sadness is a meditation if you allow it. But positive thinking says, no, sadness is bad. Take a pill, go to the movie, distract yourself, cheer up. Why cheer up? If sadness is there, it is a guest. Welcome it, sit with it. It has a message for you. Maybe it is telling you that your lifestyle is wrong. Maybe it is telling you that you are lonely. Maybe it is telling you that you are wasting your life. If you listen to the sadness, you might change your life. But if you spray positive thinking perfume on it, you will never hear the message. You will remain stuck in the same rut, smiling your plastic smile while your soul is dying. The mind loves polarity. The mind exists in duality. You cannot know happiness without knowing unhappiness. How will you know what sweet is if you have never tasted bitter? How will you know what light is if you have never seen darkness? Your positivity gets its meaning only from negativity. If you destroy the negative, you destroy the positive too. They are twins. They are Siamese twins. You cannot separate them. If you kill one, the other dies. This is the tragedy of the positive thinker. He kills his sadness, hoping that only happiness will remain. But he finds that his happiness has also died. He becomes numb. He becomes flat. He is neither happy nor sad. He is just a vegetable, a cabbage. He smiles, but there is no joy behind it. He cries rarely, but there is no pain behind it. He has lost contact with his own life force. To be alive means to live in the full spectrum of colors. The dark colors are as beautiful as the bright colors. Have you seen a painting with only white paint? It is not a painting, it is a blank canvas. To make a painting, you need black, you need grey, you need shadows. The shadows give depth to the light. Your anger gives a strength to your compassion. Your sadness gives silence to your joy. Don't choose. Don't be a chooser. Accept the whole rainbow. When you accept the negative, you transform it. When you reject it, you empower it. This is the fundamental law of alchemy. Acceptance is transformation. Rejection is repression. I want you to become whole, not perfect. Positive thinking tries to make you perfect. I must be perfectly happy, I must be perfectly good. Perfection is a neurosis. Wholeness is health. Wholeness includes the devil as much as the God. Wholeness includes the sinner as much as the saint. When you accept your inner devil, he ceases to be a devil. He becomes a source of energy. He becomes your vitality. Look at the so-called saints of your religions. They are bloodless. They look like they have been fasting for centuries, not just from food, but from life. They are dry bones because they have denied their biology. They have denied their anger, their sex, their humanity. They are positive thinkers of the highest order, and they are dead before their death. I don't teach you to be a saint. I teach you to be a Zorba, alive, passionate, earthy. And in that aliveness, you will find a silence that the saint can never dream of. But the condition is, you must drop the mask. You must tear off the plastic face. It will be painful. The mask has stuck to your skin. When you tear it off, you might bleed. Let it bleed. The blood is real. The plastic was fake. Better to bleed and be real than to smile and be a ghost. There is a law in psychology, a very subtle law known as the law of reverse effect. It was discovered by a man named Emile Coué, but mystics have known it for 5,000 years. The law states, the harder you try to do something that should be natural, the more you will fail. And not only will you fail, you will achieve the exact opposite of what you wanted. Let me give you a simple example. Sleep. Sleep is a natural phenomenon. You don't do sleep, you fall into it. But suppose you are suffering from insomnia and you decide, tonight I must sleep, I will try my hardest to sleep. What happens? You lie in bed, you close your eyes, you tense your muscles, and you say to yourself, sleep, sleep, I must sleep. Will you sleep? Impossible. The more you try to sleep, the more awake you will become, because the trying itself creates tension. And tension is the enemy of sleep. Sleep comes only when you relax, when you let go, when you don't care whether you sleep or not. The moment you stop trying, suddenly you are snoring. Now, apply this law to happiness. Apply this to positive thinking. You are trying to be happy. You wake up in the morning and you say, today I am going to be happy. I am going to be positive. You are making an effort. And because you are making an effort, you are creating tension. You are constantly watching yourself. Am I happy yet? Am I smiling enough? This watching, this tension kills the happiness. Happiness is like a butterfly. If you chase it, it flies away. It is terrified of your net. But if you sit silently in the garden, doing nothing, not even looking for it, it comes and sits on your shoulder. Positive thinking is a giant net. You are running around like a madman trying to catch the butterfly of joy. And you are catching nothing but wind, and you are getting exhausted. Have you seen the faces of the people who try to be happy? They look tired. Holding a smile for 24 hours is hard work. It is heavy lifting. They are exhausted by their own hypocrisy. This law of reverse effect explains why the most religious people are often the most miserable. They are trying to be saints. They are trying to love their neighbors. You cannot try to love. Either love is there or it is not. If it is not there, accept that it is not there. That is truth. But the positive thinker says, no, I must love my neighbor. So he forces a fake love. He smiles at the neighbor while holding a knife in his pocket. And this creates an internal civil war. One part of him hates the neighbor. One part of him pretends to love. He is fighting with himself. And whenever you fight with yourself, you are the loser. Who is going to win? You are both sides. You will simply destroy your own energy. A real man, an authentic man, does not try to be anything. If he hates the neighbor, he hates the neighbor. He accepts it. I hate him. He plays loud music at 3 a.m. I hate him. There is a dignity in that truth. And strangely, the moment you accept your hate, it begins to evaporate because you are not feeding it with conflict. You are relaxed about it. And in that relaxation, maybe, just maybe, one day you might say hello to the neighbor, not out of commandment, but out of relaxation. But the positive thinker can never love because he is too busy pretending. The mind is very cunning. When you say, I am happy, the mind immediately whispers, no, you are not. When you look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, the mind whispers, look at that pimple, you are ugly. And the whisper is louder than the shout. Why? Because the whisper comes from the unconscious, which is 9 times bigger than the conscious. You are fighting a battle you cannot win. Affirmations are a form of self-hypnosis, but they are very shallow. You can repeat, I am rich, 1,000 times. But if your pocket is empty, your pocket knows the truth. And your stomach knows the truth. And deep down, you know you are lying. And this lying creates guilt. You feel stupid. Who am I fooling? So instead of creating confidence, positive thinking creates a deep sense of inferiority. You feel that you are a failure because you cannot even trick your own mind. The Guru told you to think positive and you would get rich. You thought positive and you are still poor. So now you think there is something wrong with me. I didn't think positively enough. So you try harder and you fail harder. It is a vicious circle. Step out of the circle. Stop trying. Start being. Happiness is not a goal. It is a byproduct. This is one of the most fundamental laws of life. Happiness is a byproduct. You cannot aim at it directly. If you aim at happiness, you will miss. Aim at something else, aim at creativity, aim at meditation, aim at love, aim at dancing. Get lost in the dance, and suddenly you will find happiness is there. It comes as a shadow. It follows you. But if you turn around and try to grab the shadow, it runs away. And if you try to jump on the shadow, you look ridiculous. Positive thinkers are people trying to jump on their own shadows. They are obsessed with the result and they ignore the process. You cannot eat the fruit without planting the tree. Positive thinking is trying to steal the fruit without growing the roots. It is theft, and existence does not allow thieves. Consider a rose bush. It has beautiful flowers, red, fragrant, dancing in the wind. Everyone loves the flowers. The poet writes poems about them. The lover gives them to his beloved. But what about the roots? The roots are deep in the earth. They are in the dark. They are ugly. They are dirty. They are constantly drinking water and manure. Yes, manure. The rose bush needs the stinking manure to create the fragrant flower. Now, imagine a positive thinker gardener. He looks at the bush and says, I like the flowers. They are positive, but I hate the roots. They are negative, they are dark, they are dirty, and I hate the manure. It smells bad. So what does he do? He takes a pair of scissors and cuts off the roots. He removes the manure. He says, I will have only the flowers. I believe in good vibes only. What will happen? The flowers will die. Without the roots, the flower has no source of juice. Without the darkness of the soil, the light of the sun cannot be absorbed. Without the manure, there is no fragrance. This is exactly what you are doing to your own soul. Your positivity, your laughter, your kindness, your joy, these are the flowers. But your negativity, your anger, your sadness, your sexual energy, these are the roots. They are ugly, yes. They are dark, yes. But they are the source of your life. If you cut off your anger, you cut off your power. A man who cannot get angry cannot be kind either. His kindness will be impotent. It will be weak. A man who cannot be sad, cannot be happy, his happiness will be superficial. It will be just a giggle, not a belly laugh. To have a belly laugh, you need a belly full of fire. And fire comes from the raw energy of emotions. Positive thinking is a castration. It turns you into a eunuch, nice, polite, harmless, and dead. I want you to be a gardener, not a cleaner. A cleaner sweeps away the dirt. A gardener uses the dirt. This is the alchemy I teach. Don't throw away your anger. It is valuable energy. It is the raw material. If you know how to process it, anger becomes compassion. It is the same energy, just the frequency changes. Just as heat can be transformed into light, anger is transformed into compassion. But to transform it, you first have to have it. If you repress it, if you throw it in the basement, how can you transform it? It is out of your reach. You have denied it. Bring it up. Bring the mud up. Put the mud in the sun. Let the roots drink the mud and trust nature. The tree knows how to transform the stinking manure into the sweetest fragrance. You don't have to do it mechanically. You just have to allow the process. Acceptance is the sunlight. When you accept your anger, yes, I am angry and I am human, you are putting the mud in the sun. And suddenly a change happens. The anger loses its violence and retains its strength. It becomes determination, it becomes passion, it becomes the courage to fight against injustice. That is anger purified. But the positive thinker has no courage. He smiles while the tyrant puts chains on his feet. He says, "It is God's will, I am positive." He is a coward. Positivity is often just a mask for cowardice. You are afraid to fight, so you act spiritual. Look at the lotus flower. It is the symbol of the East. Why? Because the lotus grows in the mud. The dirtier the mud, the bigger the lotus. If you clean the pond and remove all the mud, the lotus dies. Your life is that pond. Your neuroses, your anxieties, your depression, this is the mud. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't run to the psychiatrist to fix it. The psychiatrist is like the cleaner. He wants to vacuum the mud. And if he succeeds, you will be normal. But normal is just another word for average. Normal means you are not crazy, but you are not ecstatic either. You are just blah. I don't want you to be normal. I want you to be ecstatic. I want you to bloom. And for that, you need the mud. Use your depression. Enter into it. Go deep into your sadness. Don't try to escape it by watching a comedy movie. Turn off the lights. Sit in your room. Cry. Cry deeply. Let the tears wash your soul. Tears are the river that waters the roots. And you will be surprised. After a deep, total cry, a strange silence descends. A fresh breeze enters. You feel light. You feel unburdened. And suddenly a smile comes. Not a plastic smile painted on your face, but a real smile bubbling up from your belly. That smile is authentic. That smile has the fragrance of the lotus. It has come out of the mud of sadness. This is the rhythm of life. Sadness brings depth. Happiness brings height. Sadness gives you roots. Happiness gives you wings. You need both. A tree that has branches reaching to heaven must have roots reaching to hell. The higher the tree, the deeper the roots. If you are afraid of hell, you can never touch heaven. You will remain a small shrub, safe, positive, and small. Positive thinking tries to sell you plastic flowers. Plastic flowers are very convenient. They don't need roots. They don't need manure. They don't need water. They are permanent. They never die. But they never live. And they have no scent. You can spray perfume on them, but it is not their scent. Your social persona is a plastic flower. You look perfect in the photos. You look happy on Facebook. Look at my amazing life. Number blessed, number positive vibes. But scratch the surface. Behind the hashtag, there is a hollow human being. A human being who is terrified of silence. A human being who needs constant validation. Please like my photo so I can feel I exist. This is poverty. A real flower does not care if you like it or not. It blooms in the jungle where nobody goes. It spreads its fragrance for the empty sky. It is not performing for an audience. Be a real flower. Risk the danger of dying. Yes, a real flower will die. By the evening, the petals will fall, but it lived. It danced with the wind. It knew the sun. It knew the bee. The plastic flower lasts forever, but it knows nothing. Do you want a long plastic life, or do you want a short, intense, real life? The choice is yours. But remember, only the real can enter the door of God. God does not accept plastic. He is not a recycler. He wants your raw, wild, authentic soul, mud and all. So, what is the alternative? If I tell you to drop positive thinking, does that mean you should become negative? Does that mean you should go around shouting at people and being miserable? No. The alternative to positive is not negative. The alternative is authenticity. This is the word you must write on your heart. Authenticity means being true to the moment, whatever the moment contains. If the moment contains anger, you are authentically angry. If the moment contains love, you are authentically loving. You do not edit the moment. You do not censor yourself. You are a mirror reflecting exactly what is passing through you. Society hates authentic people. Society loves hypocrites. What is politeness? Have you ever analyzed it? Politeness is the social name for hypocrisy. You meet a man you detest. Your stomach turns when you see him, but you smile and say, "So good to see you. How have you been?" You are lying, and you are teaching your children to lie. The child says, "I don't like Uncle Albert. He smells." And you say, "Shh, don't say that. Go and give Uncle Albert a kiss." You are forcing the child to prostitute his lips. You are forcing him to kiss a man he finds repulsive. You are destroying his authenticity. You are telling him your feelings don't matter. What matters is the appearance. What matters is that Uncle Albert thinks we are a nice family. So the child learns the lesson. He learns, I must hide what I feel and I must show what is expected. This is the birth of the schizophrenic. By the time he is 20, he doesn't even know what he feels anymore. He smiles automatically. He says, "I love you" automatically. He has become a machine. I want you to be a human being, not a machine. A human being is unpredictable. A machine is predictable. A nice person is very predictable. You know exactly what he will say. He will always say the right thing, the polite thing. He is boring. But a real person, you never know. If you insult him, he might laugh, he might hit you, he might cry. It depends on the moment. He is alive. He responds to the situation, not to a rule book. Positive thinking is a rule book. Rule has shown, always smile. Rule has to, never complain. Burn the rule book. Look at Jesus. Was he a positive thinker? When he went into the temple and saw the money lenders exploiting the people, did he smile? Did he go to them and say, "Gentlemen, let's have a constructive dialogue. Let's think positively about this"? No, he exploded. He took a whip, he made a whip, and he beat them. He overturned their tables. He threw their gold on the floor. He was a storm. He was angry, authentically, beautifully angry. Because his compassion was so great, his anger was also great. He could not tolerate the exploitation of the poor. If he had practiced positive thinking, Christianity would not exist. He would have smiled, walked away, and nobody would remember him. His anger showed he cared. His anger was holy. But if you get angry, you feel guilty. Oh, I shouldn't have lost my temper. I'm not spiritual. Rubbish. If the anger is real, it is spiritual. If the love is real, it is spiritual. The only thing that is unspiritual is fakery. The problem with the hypocrite is that he becomes poisonous because he never expresses his negativity. The negativity rots inside him. Have you ever noticed the smell of a holier-than-thou person? The priest, the Puritan, the moralist? They smell of decay. They look clean on the outside, but their eyes are shifty. They are obsessed with sin. They preach against sex, but they dream about pornography. They preach against violence, but they burn witches at the stake. This is the ultimate outcome of forced positivity. The shadow gets projected onto others. Because you cannot accept the devil inside you, you see the devil everywhere else, you become paranoid. That woman is evil, that book is evil, that rock music is demonic. You are projecting your own repressed basement onto the screen of the world. A man who is authentic has no shadow to project. He knows his own devil. He has shaken hands with him. He says, yes, I have a devil inside. Sometimes he wakes up, so what? He is at ease with his own chaos. And because he is at ease with his chaos, he is at ease with the world. He does not judge you. How can he judge you? He knows he is just like you. You are angry, I understand. I get angry too. You are lustful, I understand. I have lust too. Authenticity creates empathy. Hypocrisy creates judgment. The positive thinker is the greatest judge. He is constantly judging everyone who is negative. He avoids negative people. Don't bring me down. Why is he so afraid? If his positivity was real, it would be a light that dispels the darkness. But his positivity is fake, so he is afraid the darkness will expose him. He is fragile. A real man is not fragile. You can vomit your negativity on him and he will remain compassionate. He knows it is just vomit. It washes off. You have to understand the physics of the soul. Your emotions move like a pendulum. You have seen a grandfather clock. The pendulum swings to the left, then it swings to the right. The swing to the left creates the momentum for the swing to the right. If the pendulum swings deep into the left, it will swing deep into the right. They are equal and opposite. Now, replace left with sadness and right with happiness. This is the love. To the extent that you can touch the depth of sadness, to that very extent you can touch the height of joy. The depth of your valley determines the height of your peak. If you can cry totally, with your whole body shaking, with deep sobs coming from your belly, then 5 minutes later you can laugh totally. The laughter will be as deep as the tears. It is the same energy swinging back. But what does the positive thinker want to do? He wants to stop the pendulum from going to the left. He says, I don't want sadness. I want only happiness. So he grabs the pendulum when it is moving towards sadness and he holds it. He stops it in the middle. But what happens? If you stop it from going left, you also stop it from going right. You cannot have a pendulum that swings only to the right. That is physically impossible. If you stop the sadness, you stop the joy. You freeze the clock. And this is what has happened to you. You are frozen. You are not sad. I agree. You are not deeply tragic. But you are not happy either. You are just existing in a gray twilight. I'm okay. I'm fine. Fine is the worst word in the language. Fine means the pendulum has stopped. Fine means you are a zombie. I want you to get the pendulum moving again, but you are afraid. You say, Osho, if I let go, it will go into deep sadness. Yes, let it go. Don't be afraid of sadness. Sadness is not your enemy. Sadness is a relaxation. Sadness is a dark night. It is restful. Have you ever noticed after a good cry, you sleep like a baby? The tension is released, but you swallow your tears. You choke them down. And because you choke the tears, you choke the laughter. Have you heard the modern laughter? It is shallow. It is ha 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 from the throat. It is intellectual laughter. It is not the belly laughter that shakes your whole being, where you almost fall off the chair, where tears come to your eyes. Only a man who knows tears can know that kind of laughter, because the tears of laughter and the tears of sadness come from the same source. They are the overflow of life. Don't try to cheat the pendulum. Positive thinking is an attempt to cheat the laws of existence. You want the day without the night. You want the summer without the winter. It is a childish desire. A mature person accepts the rhythm. He knows. Now it is sadness. Good. Let me go into it. Let me be fully sad. He does not resist. And because he does not resist, the pendulum moves fast. This is the secret. If you resist sadness, you prolong it, you cling to it. It stays for years. Depression is simply sadness that has gone stale because you didn't allow it to flow. If you allow it to flow, it is a passing breeze. It comes, it cleans you, and it goes. And then comes the joy. And because you were fully sad, the joy is fresh. The joy is vibrant. You are alive again. People ask me, how can I be happy? I say, learn to be unhappy. Learn to be unhappily unhappy. Don't pretend. When your wife leaves you, don't say, it is for the best. I am free now. That is positive thinking bullshit. You are hurting. Your heart is bleeding. Cry. Roll on the floor. Scream at the sky. Be a madman in your grief. And I promise you, within 3 days, you will be finished with the grief. You will have squeezed the juice out of it. You will wash your face. You will go out and you will find a new woman and you will fall in love again with fresh eyes. But the positive thinker, he smiles and says, I am not hurt. And for 30 years he carries the wound. He never falls in love again because he is afraid of being hurt again. He becomes cynical. He becomes hard. He has missed life because he tried to be positive. Life is a wild river. It is not a canal. A canal is man-made. It has concrete banks. It goes in a straight line. It is safe. It is positive. A river is wild. It curves, it floods, it dries up, it crashes against rocks. It is dangerous. But only the river reaches the ocean. The canal becomes stagnant water. Be a river. Allow the moods to change. Don't identify with them. That is the key I will give you in the next step, but allow them to happen. Don't be a controller. The positive thinker is a control freak. He wants to control the universe. The universe should be sunny today. Who are you to decide? If it rains, it rains. Put up your umbrella and dance. Don't stand there shouting, I deny this rain. I affirm the sun. You look stupid and you will get wet. Accept the rain. The rain is also God. The sadness is also God. The devil is also God in a mask. Embrace him and the mask falls off. I have told you, don't repress the negative. Express it. But expression is only the beginning. It is catharsis. It cleans the basement. But you cannot spend your whole life cleaning the basement. There is a step beyond. A step that transcends both the positive and the negative. That step is witnessing. The ancient sages call it sakshin, the witness. What is witnessing? It is a simple shift in gestalt. Imagine you are sitting by the side of the road, traffic is passing by, a beautiful white car passes by, you watch it, you don't run after it. A dirty, broken truck passes by, you watch it, you don't throw stones at it, you just sit. You are indifferent. White car came, white car went. Truck came, truck went. The road remains, the witness remains. Your mind is that road. Your emotions are the traffic. Happiness is the white car. Sadness is the broken truck. Positive thinking means you want to grab the white car and keep it in your garage forever, and you want to blow up the truck. You are getting involved in the traffic, and because you are on the road trying to control the traffic, you are going to get run over. Witnessing means get off the road, sit on the grass, watch the mind, say to yourself, sadness is passing. Hello sadness, don't judge it. Don't say it is bad, just acknowledge it. Joy is passing. Hello joy, don't cling to it. Don't say stay forever, just acknowledge it. When you start witnessing, a miracle happens. You realize that you are not the sadness, you are not the happiness, you are the space in which they happen. You are the sky. The emotions are just clouds. Does the sky worry when a black cloud comes? Does the sky say, oh no, I am impure, I need a positive cloud? No, the sky is vast. It has room for the black cloud. It has room for the white cloud. And the sky knows the cloud is not me. The cloud comes and goes. I remain. This realization is freedom. This is the only true freedom. Once you know you are the sky, it doesn't matter what the weather is. If it is stormy, you watch the storm. It is a beautiful drama. The thunder, the lightning, enjoy it. If it is sunny, you watch the sun. It is a warm bath, enjoy it, but you remain untouched. The witness is always untouched. The positive thinker is very touched. He is very affected. He is terrified of the storm. He is clinging to the sun. He is a slave to the weather. The witness is the master of the weather, not because he controls it, but because he is detached from it. He knows this too shall pass. Sadness comes, this too shall pass. Happiness comes, this too shall pass. So why get excited? Why get depressed? Stay in the center. This is the state of the Buddha. Buddha is not positive. If you look at the statue of Buddha, does he look like he is practicing positive thinking? Is he grinning like a Cheshire cat? No. He is not smiling and he is not crying. He is in a state of absolute equilibrium. His face is relaxed. He has gone beyond the duality. He has seen that pleasure and pain are two sides of the same coin. You cannot separate them. So he has dropped the coin. He is not playing the game anymore. Positive thinking is still playing the game. It is betting on heads. Negative thinking is betting on tails. Witnessing is throwing the coin in the river and going home. I am not interested in the gamble. I am content with myself. When you witness, the energy changes quality. When you watch anger without judging it, suddenly the anger disappears. It cannot survive your scrutiny. Anger needs your cooperation to exist. It needs you to get involved. If you just watch it like a scientist watching a bacteria under a microscope, the anger feels stupid. It says, this man is not cooperating. He is just staring at me. And it fades away, and the energy that was trapped in the anger is released, and that energy becomes peace. When you watch passion, lust, don't fight it. Just watch. Lust is arising. Watch it in the body. The blood flows faster. The breath changes. Just watch. And suddenly the lust sublimates. It rises up. It becomes love. This is the secret of Tantra. This is the secret of yoga. Not repression, but observation. The fire of observation purifies everything. But you must be patient. You cannot force it. If you say, I am watching my anger, why hasn't it gone yet? Then you are not watching. You are waiting for a result. You are still a positive thinker in disguise. You want the anger to go. That desire it should go is the barrier. Don't care if it goes or stays. Let it stay. If anger wants to stay for breakfast, let it stay. Set a place for it at the table. Say, hello anger, sit down. Have some tea. When you are this relaxed, the anger becomes shy. It leaves. It only stays where it is resisted. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. So, my message to you is not to become a good man. Society has enough good men. They are boring and they are dangerous. My message is to become a whole man. A whole man is a rainbow. He has all the colors. He is not monochromatic. He is difficult to categorize. You cannot put him in a box. If you say he is a kind man, suddenly he will roar like a lion. If you say he is a tough man, suddenly he will cry like a baby. He is liquid, he is flowing, he is true to the moment. This wholeness is holiness. The word holy comes from the word whole. To be holy means to be complete, not perfect, complete. Perfection is a mutilation. You cut off the bad parts. Completeness is an embrace. You hug the bad parts until they become good. Drop the mask. I know it is scary. You have worn the mask of the nice guy, the good girl for 30, 40 years. It has become your face. You are afraid. If I drop the mask, will anyone love me? I tell you, only then can you be loved. Right now, nobody loves you. They love your mask. They love the fake persona you present. And that is why you feel lonely. Even if 1,000 people applaud you, you feel lonely because you know they are applauding the actor, not the person. They don't know the real you. And if they knew the real you, the jealous, angry, frightened you, would they still clap? You doubt it. So you keep the mask on, but this is a prison. Risk it. Let them see the real you. Let them see your tears. Let them see your darkness. Those who run away, let them run. They never loved you anyway. They loved the mask. Good riddance. But those who stay, those who see your darkness and still hold your hand, that is love. That is real connection. One real connection is worth 1,000 fake fans. But to find that one person, you have to be naked. You have to be vulnerable. You have to stop the positive thinking nonsense. You have to be real. Be a Zorba, the Buddha. Enjoy the market, enjoy the wine, enjoy the dance, that is Zorba. Enjoy the silence, enjoy the meditation, enjoy the emptiness, that is Buddha. Don't choose. Be both. Be a marketplace mystic. Be a sensuous saint. This is the new man. The old man was divided. The body was bad, the soul was good. The earth was bad, the heaven was good. We have suffered enough from this division. We want a man who is at home on the earth and at home in the sky. We want a man who can laugh and pray. In fact, his laughter is his prayer. His authenticity is his offering to God. So go home today and do one thing. Look in the mirror and stop smiling. Just look at the face, the tired face, the worried face, the real face. Look into your own eyes and forgive yourself for being human. Forgive yourself for not being a plastic angel. Say to yourself, I am chaos, I am a storm, I am a mess, and I am beautiful, because the chaos is alive. The storm is alive. Plastic is neat, clean, and dead. Life is messy, dirty, and divine. Choose life. Choose the mess. And in the center of that mess, you will find the lotus blooming, the lotus of consciousness. It does not bloom in the clean drawing room of positive thinking. It blooms in the mud of your reality. Be real. That is the only prayer.